you must make a sacrifice, not of blood, but of intention. So your ancestors will cleanse the land with thunder. They had destroyed many lives, killed many young and women, stopped many marriages, destroyed many destinies. The Iroko tree, that is their gate. That is where they open the darkness. As long as that tree stands, they will continue. The gods of land, spirits of our ancestors, we ask you to wake up and fight for your children and descendants.
The homeowners did exactly as Agbara commanded. At dawn, they gathered near the Iroko tree. They brought kola nuts split and laid on fresh leaves. They brought palm wine poured into the earth. They brought the names, every name of every person the Eketu had destroyed. And they called to the ancestors. They called to the spirits of the land. They called to the forces that had protected Okochi since the beginning of time. They asked the land to wake up and fight for their children and descendants, to remember, to fight for its children, and to give them victory over the Eketu members. That evening, the sky above Okochi changed. Clouds rolled in from nowhere. The air went completely still. The birds stopped singing. Even the insects went silent. And then, lightning. It came from directly above the Iroko tree. A bolt so massive, so blinding, that people said you could see it from 3 villages away. It struck the Iroko tree with a sound like the earth splitting in two. Exploded from the inside. Fire shooting from the trunk, branches crashing to the ground, roots tearing up from the earth. That ancient tree, the one that had stood for generations, the one whose roots touched the underworld, the one that had been the Eketu's altar for 20 years, burned to the ground in minutes. Where it had stood, there was nothing but scorched earth and ash. The gate was closed. Few minutes later, heavy rain started pouring down from heaven. The type that had never fallen in Okochi before. It pulled every charm ever buried in the lands of Okochi. The rain did a total deep cleansing that very night. And the members of the Eketu began to die, one by one.